Hello everybody, happy Monday morning. Welcome to another football filling. Lads, has the game ever been more gone than that final decision in the Liverpool-Man City game? Has the game ever been more gone?
Imagine if it comes down to goal difference and that one didn't count.
Genuinely. Imagine the score was 0-0, yeah? Imagine the score was 0-0 and it was a real important game. One each, something like that, and then they went and did that.
So Brentford would have gone above Liverpool?
Yes, they would.
Yesterday, if that goal would have counted, yeah? Yeah.
Honestly, I was texting you on a time, my head was flying off.
Flying.
And I'm an Arsenal fan, and I don't want City to win, but I'm thinking, that's outrageous. How has that even happened? But remember, I was listening to TalkSport earlier, and Neil Warnock was on, and he said that Bill Shankly said that refs know the rules, but they don't know the games.
Yes, they don't. So. That's the bit there. They're not understanding the game there, right? Instead of just going, do you know what, let's just let this all go, yeah? I know the rules are the rules, and the rules are a load of shit anyway, to be honest with you, yeah? And the rules are the rules.
You can't do it.
But they've gone to do it because it's by the letter of the law, we have to do this. And
because of VAR, he who's it, Craig Pawson, wasn't it?
Yeah.
He can't do it.
No.
Do you know what my take would be on this now? Get rid of refs. Don't bother.
You may as well have a computer watching.
Just have a computer watching. Just don't bother.
Play a sound or something like that, and that means stop. And you're looking at the screen, and it means stop. Or
we've come so far now. Just don't bother.
So basically, if you let that moment go, everyone would have been fine with it. Apart from he'd have got a slap on the wrist.
Yeah.
He'd have got told off.
Yeah, he wouldn't have got a slap on the wrist.
It'd have been
a big thing.
It probably would. That's
the problem.
So let's just say at the end of the season, look, we had it Champions League, Villa, didn't we? When they
Yeah.
Let's say Liverpool, or there was a defining one-goal difference, okay?
Yeah.
And the team that are on the other end of it, let's say Liverpool, would have gone, no, we're taking you to court. That decision cost us 100 million quid or whatever.
No, like even just, there's so many different factors as well. Like, Szoboszlai now's got a 3-game ban.
Yeah. 4 game, isn't it?
3 game.
Oh, no, 3, it's Romero.
Szoboszlai's got a 3-game ban now. Like, nobody wanted that red card yesterday. Nobody wanted it.
I thought the two managers post-game were very good, Slot in particular, because like he said, the only people that benefit is Sunderland.
Yeah,
because he can't play the next match.
That's what I mean.
And it's nonsense, but like the ref had got nowhere to go with it, because if he didn't bring it back and do his job, he's off the list. It's not his fault.
It's actually nobody's fault.
Yeah. It's the lawmakers.
It's the system.
It's VAR and the lawmakers. Gaz Nev said in commentary, and I hated it, he said, I'm a big fan of VAR, but they've got this one wrong. I'm a big fan of VAR. Nobody's a big fan of VAR. What are you on about? It's ruining everything.
Yeah, it's crap.
It's ridiculous. It is.
That's just keeping your employer happy, though, isn't it?
Massively.
Right, touching on VAR. So for me, you've said it before, is the goal line technology class, and they need to get semi-automated offsides.
Yeah.
So I was thinking about this, right? So with offsides, how can they make it quicker? You know, everyone wears this GPS in the back.
Yeah.
Why can that not be like the gauge and the monitor?
Yeah.
Literally. So like if my GPS is in front of yours, screw all the
quite
daylight
accurate
stuff.
enough.
If you've got a sensor there and a sensor in your back as well, you've got a good gauge there as well.
Got a massive chest, so someone like him might benefit him. But
Yeah.
if you have got a sensor there, it can just be bang, done, easy.
But
simple.
they're the only decisions I really want making for me, yeah? Everything else, just let the referee it. Just let him do it. Championship, you watch the Championship, goal goes in, you know it's a goal because the lino and the referee have ran away, and that's it. Everybody can celebrate. As soon as the player scores a goal, he looks at the lino, he looks at the referee, and he knows he can celebrate within a split second, and then everybody else can celebrate. Yeah. And that's the bit that's been taken away ripped away from us, all right? It's horrible.
Should we talk about the more positive things? I mean, it was a mad game, really, wasn't it?
Arsenal, right, will be so flat last night and this morning waking up, because when Szoboszlai puts that free kick in, they're like, oh my God. Like, they're sat there thinking,
that's it. We're done. 9 points.
Well, we were on the group chat last night, and first thing Fozzie said, I've gone, what outrageous goal, and you've put, not sure about the two-man wall with Hanson Bollocks taking the free kick.
Yeah, so basically, for me, it's a very brave decision. I actually quite like the decision, because from that distance, you are saying, right, I think I can save this without a wall, basically. I'm going to put 2 there just because it's just doing a sort of job. It's a little bit of a deterrent.
That's for them.
Yeah, but I think I can save that, because in training, if I was Gigi Donnarumma, I'd say, right, if you're going to take a free kick from 35 yards like that, I would save it 9.5 times out of 10. Probably. You do very well to score one from that distance. You really would. The only way you're not saving it is when you've got bodies in front of
you. So why wouldn't he? Why has he chosen not to? Is it because the 4 might get in his way?
Yeah, he wants to see more of the ball, basically. He wants to just be able to see more of the ball.
Well, they took the third man out, didn't it, to see the ball.
Would it not have been better off having no wall and standing in the middle of the goal? It still wouldn't have saved it.
Yeah, probably, yeah. if he had no wall, the two aren't really doing anything to be perfect.
But aren't the two stopping the kind of the whip into the far left corner?
They're doing something.
Yeah, but you know how he's going to hit it. He hit the one against Arsenal like it. He hit the one recently like it.
That was my sort of problem with it, is that it's not a curly uppy whip. He just goes boom and absolutely
that's
clubs
why
it.
I thought he should have had 3.
Should have had 3. I agree.
Look, he's not a Ronaldo, and he's scored some unbelievable free kicks, but I don't think he gets the up and over.
No, he don't.
So I thought if you get the third man, it's going to hit him.
Yeah.
And that was my point, and obviously you were making the same point, because I don't think he can get it up and over like a Ronaldo. He's just hitting it, and obviously the ball then wobbles and goes further to his left, and Donnarumma's done.
In fairness, if that's the one, do you know I said 9.5 times out of 10 you're saving it in training? That is the one that probably goes in. Genuinely, it is the one that goes in.
Because it moves away.
Because it moves and wobbles, and then it hits the post as well. They are so hard to save.
Are you better off as a Donnarumma or any goalkeeper now? Every time Szoboszlai's got that one there, you're better off covering the other side of the goal.
No,
because it's harder for him to go to aim for the left side.
He can wobble it anywhere, though. He scored the one against Arsenal, didn't he?
Yeah, same corner.
It was the other one, wasn't it? It was the complete opposite corner, yeah. That's what I mean. He can wiggle it any which way. But I think you need to get a sight of the ball first and foremost. But if he hits a rocket like them, you're struggling for...
It's unbelievable,
the
but
pace of it.
I think they'll be saying, come on, we know he's hit the one before, you've seen him hit it, just put the wall in, and it can't get there, because he can't get it up and over.
The ball turned anyway.
They did. It was a bit too weak and easy, wasn't it? But I'm not coming for Gigi Donnarumma there, by the way. I just think that's something he might look at, that when you identify the player that's taking it, you go, right, let's just stick a 3-man in there. Or, that's what we'll do.
That's the key, isn't it? Yeah. Looking at who's standing over the ball.
Who's standing over the ball. Yeah. But then you fast forward to the end of the game and the save
he can't come from when he does that.
Mate, the match-winning save, that there's probably another one goalie in the Premier League to save it, probably Emi Martinez, just for the pure size.
I think the size gets him the save.
Just pure size is the only reason they can make that save.
And he sees it so late and steps into it.
It's so good.
It's behind him.
It's
but the flexibility of him and then the power to save it.
A big guy moving that quickly and that agile, and only him and probably Emi Martinez, the only ones in the Premier League that can save that.
This episode is presented by Coca-Cola Zero Sugar. Everyone thinks they're a Premier League psychic, but now you can actually prove it with Coke Zero's Guess the Goals. All you've got to do is grab a Coke Zero, scan the QR code, and guess how many match week goals are going to be scored in total. If you guess correctly, you'll be entered into a prize draw with 1,000 official Premier League footballs to be won every week. T&Cs apply. See coke.co.uk/PL-goals-terms.
Alisson foul on Nunes, correct decision?
Well, it's a 100% penalty. Yeah. I said to Toes before we started, I'm screaming at the telly, just stop. It's such a poor decision from Alisson for all his experience. I know, he doesn't need to go in there, stupid.
He had a couple of... He had the moment with... Was it... Marmoush, was it? When he comes out and Marmoush kind of didn't want to.
You're asking for trouble, though. You go in that little area there, you're asking for trouble. You are. You really are. I think he just needs to come out and just shepherd. Wait, and just see what he does first.
Halfway there, just put the brakes on, didn't he?
Just put the brakes on.
Arsenal would have been like, what the...
Yeah.
Stay in the goal, mate. You know what I mean?
He just didn't give it initially, and it was like, that is a pen.
It's penalty all day, mate.
And then Slot was saying about the one decision he had a grievance with was the Salah through on goal, was a Gahey pull.
Yeah.
What did you make of that one? That was the right decision, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think that was the right decision, to be fair.
Do you know what? That there, without VAR, gets given at Anfield.
Probably.
It does.
Yeah, probably does, to be fair, yeah. But this is what I mean, it all gets in the referee's head. Everything just gets in the ref's head now, so now he's like second-guessing himself, don't know really what to do. I can just rely on VAR, so I'll just wait. I'm thinking,
well, that's the point you said earlier. You're not going to have a ref soon, because he'll not make a decision, and he waits for somebody to talk in his ear. You might have missed one there, mate, or you might have done this, you might have done that. But he'll just let it keep going until he has to make a thing.
It is. Do you know what the thing is? I know we always say it, and it's like the game's so rich now. Like commercially, it's so rich, and there's so much technology, but... Like when you go to the games, like we've all been to games this season, that's when you really, because you sit on the TV, right, and you can sit and 7-minute VAR,
you sit on your phone. Yeah, exactly.
You do. But when you're at the game, that's when you really see it and go, this is shit.
Yeah, what's going on? I'm sitting here waiting, bored out my head here.
Yeah, must be getting infuriated. I've not been to a game like that. So
brutal, mate. Absolutely brutal.
It's not good for the game.
It's. I agree with what Watto says, though. I think that goal going in, Arsenal would have seen that and gone, oh, come on.
Well, they've got a massive... Well, look, we know there's fixtures this week, but they've got, obviously, the last game is on the Thursday night, away at Brentford. So they're going to see what everybody else produces, and that is a very tough game. fact, you'd probably say that's probably the hardest fixture at the minute. Brentford are on a bit of a roll, aren't they?
Arsenal just need to get these 3 p.m. Saturday afternoon kickoffs. That's what they need to keep getting, mate. It's perfect for them, right? Sunderland, you watch again, Sunderland were flat, didn't really offer too. Even Arsenal weren't fantastic, in fairness, just put their goals away. But I think that's perfect for Arsenal. It sort of dampens the noise.
So the 6 points, 13 games it's a lot of football.
Yeah.
It's still game on, isn't it?
Oh, massively game on.
Still
mate, that can change so quickly.
And they've got to go to City.
And they've got to go to City.
The biggest thing for me will be that Carabao Cup final. That would be psychologically, that will be huge. Because if City beat Arsenal, it's like, you know, we're here, we're coming for you. They might have even caught them by then, you never know. But if Arsenal go and beat them, and it's like, right, we've got to play you again next week or the week after.
It's good. Do you know what? I like it. I really do. I like it because I know City have got it in them to go and do it. But I like the fact that Arsenal are this kind of resolute, solid. Don't need to be all singing and dancing. We just get the job done. By the way, 3-0 beating Sunderland. It's an impressive result, isn't it? But still, just get the result, get it done, and let's just keep moving on. Keep the noise down.
It's good for City, though, isn't it? Because everything's about Arsenal. People are even saying about the quadruple and stuff. City can win the quadruple.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So, like, and no one's talking about
it.
So they must be loving that.
Yeah,
that's so good for them.
Zubimendi,
what a finish.
You're an Arsenal fan, right? Sixth Premier League goal of the season for him.
Yeah.
Is he up there with signings of the season, Toes?
I think he's been quality. When he first came in, I was a bit like, I don't know, like he does so much good work out of possession. He's like a little rat. He just nicks the ball all the time.
Workhorse,
and I always thought every time he received it off the back four, like Partey was so in control and he'd like turn and play forwards. Whereas Zubimendi wasn't doing that, but Zubimendi's offering so much going forward. He's scoring headers.
Mate, that strike from there is it first time coming across your body, unreal strike. To be fair, people were saying like roofs from like near post, mate, no chance.
No chance.
He's curling it round body.
It a little bit.
Huh?
It looks like he mishits it a little bit. No, it's a bit weird.
I thought
Like,
Zinger an amazing goal, and it catches the goalie out a little bit. He does that. It's not his fault. I mean, what a goal! Like, you know what I mean? Come on to it, but no, I think Arsenal.
To be fair, what I liked about Arsenal was they changed. So obviously with Gyökeres not being out there, they played Jesus and Havertz off him. Yeah. So they kind of like interchange. So what happens there is because if ball goes into Gyökeres, he's not reliable into feet. Yeah. He's more of a runner in behind. Yeah. But Jesus can come deeper and Havertz can drop and go the opposite way. So it's a bit different to the
They're all very different players.
Odegaard, Gyökeres.
Havertz can move with the ball lovely as well. Yeah. He can glide with it. Jesus, like I say, good at dropping in. Gyökeres a bit in behind it. It's a threat for all angles.
It's almost like you can go two strikers there because obviously Havertz has been up top as well.
A couple more. 8. So he's now up to 8 in 23 in the Prem. 13 in 32 in all comps for Gyökeres.
Well, he will be the top scorer in the Premier League, I think, at the minute, isn't he, for Arsenal, Gyökeres? I think he's now top scorer. They all share it about nicely, don't they? But I bet you he's probably just about top now, isn't he?
Yeah, I'm just trying to think who would be there because I think Saka's not scoring anything.
They've all scored quite a few. Rice has scored a few.
I think it's own goal.
I was going to say OGs are probably up there on the set plays for them.
Still ridiculous.
But they're getting it done, aren't they? Why are we obsessed with them having a 25 goal a season striker when they're 6 points clear at the top of the league?
Don't mind it at all, lads.
It's like I said on Match of the Day, wasn't it? You know, the finishers are coming on. Martinelli, Gyökeres, come on, they both play a part in 2 goals. So, unbelievable. Arsenal's next 3 fixtures, Brentford away, Wolves away and Spurs away. With a little FA Cup one thrown in there as well.
Oh. Tough, very tough. I think this week, it's always we get to deciding points, but like finishing the week last, Thursday night at Brentford, that's the start of that 3 games away from home. That is the acid test for them. If they can take any kind of momentum from that game, you would expect them, even though Wolves have dropped off a little bit at home now, I think the expectation will be that they'll go and railroad them.
Well, we have 10 games left after that, yeah. After them 3 away games for Arsenal, 10 games left. If they get 9 points from there, it's theirs.
That's a big if.
Still not, though. Still not.
No, 10 games is loads,
no,
isn't it?
Then after that, these fixtures are, I feel, on the top of my head, I'm sure they've got Chelsea at home then like a Brighton away, then a City away, then it's like Newcastle at home. I've not looked at his fixtures very much. You know what
I know the finish. I definitely know the finish.
Palace away.
Palace away to finish.
But I'm with you, honestly. Like, anything can happen in the Prem. Anything can happen in the Prem. It's such a tough league.
City will fancy that getting over the line yesterday for them, and even just knowing that Arsenal are at Brentford last up this week, midweek, it just gives them such belief and momentum. And how many times have we sat here and said, they're on that run again, 10 games, 15 games, 20 games. They can do it. They've got the potential in the team to do it,
Tottenham, Toes, talk to me about our boy, Christian Romero, right? He knew exactly what he was doing.
He just wants to get out, doesn't he? I think he wants to get out.
Those tackles, right? we call him a freebie, don't we?
Yeah.
Because in days gone by, you know you're going to get the ball, but then you know you're going to get the player. You know it, right? And it reminds me of like a late 90s, early 2000s tackle where that would have been applauded. Genuinely, all your teammates, your manager, the goalies go, get in there, you little... That's what we want to see.
He knows what he's doing.
In this current era of football where you've got every angle going, that is an absolute...
The referee was 5 yards away.
It's such a no-no.
You didn't need VAR for that one, did you?
No. Oh, my God. We were watching it in the pub, had a nice creamy pint in my hand, right? Nice creamy pint. And I went, well, that's a red card. and my mate next to me went, we got the ball there. I went, yeah, all right, good one. That's a red card.
That's his 6th red card, right, for Spurs. And 5... So one of them was in Europe against Vitesse. Man United, Liverpool, City and Chelsea.
Jesus.
He's got red cards against.
Gets a little bit excited, do we?
So he misses 4 games, doesn't he?
He misses 4 games. So obviously a very, very good player. But
the best defender in the world, apparently.
Well, yeah.
Says Messi.
I think he's there to get the manager the sack with a tackle like that.
Do you know what? I know we're laughing about it, and it is kind of half funny the way that it was, but he has absolutely ruined the day for Tottenham there. He's ruined the day for every one of his teammates, for the travelling party, for all the masseurs, physios, the manager, everybody, for the fans. He has ruined it for them that day, because as soon as he does that, the game's done. The game is over.
What is it he come out and said last week, leading up to the game?
He's been disgusted by the lack of transfer activity, considering how many injuries they've got.
Yeah.
But what about being disgusted in yourself?
Exactly.
And letting the team down. Exactly. And being a disgrace.
But he's been allowed to do it, though, by the manager coming out and saying that...
soft.
By the manager coming out and not absolutely condemning him and killing him and ripping in a new arsehole, right? Yeah. Then you sort of like, you let it go, you let it breathe, don't you? He's allowed to keep doing it. He'll get a two-week wage fine for that, for sure,
he has
right?
to, yeah.
But that's the minimum that should be happening. That should be like holding
he cannot
up.
be leader of the team.
In the changing rooms, you've got to be saying, you're a captain, you are. That's an absolute disgrace what you've just done.
I think he's missing 4 games, whether that's 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, whatever that is, that's what he should be fined. He's not there for them 4 weeks because of his actions.
Yeah, he's not able to contribute.
So he should then be fined that, in my opinion.
It ruined the game, though, didn't it?
Yeah.
It did. It ruined the game because you knew what was going to happen then. You knew it was going to be one-way traffic, Man United, and it played into our hands nicely. Man United, still before that, were probably the best team anyway. They were really decent. Some of their movement at the minute, by the way, and popping it. One-touch passing and
what's
stuff.
happening?
I don't know.
It's belief.
It's amazing what a bit of confidence.
Belief, yeah.
Isn't it? It's good, isn't it?
I wanted to ask you about the first goal, Watto. So the Mbeumo goal, clearly, from Carrick's reaction, clearly they've worked on it on the training ground. It was lovely.
It's great.
But from a marking and a zonal point of view, why is Mbeumo, who's pretty lethal, why is he just completely on his own?
Well, the interesting thing for me is they've obviously really worked on it. So they thought they were probably going to get a block somewhere. But because they're down to 10 men, they've obviously left the edge clear. So it's even easier, because I think they'd have tried to get a block so they'd still got the shot off somewhere. But, somebody in the Spurs bit's got to sniff it. I mean, how many times do you see that ball in and the little reverse? Loads of times. But nobody... And that's what Spurs are, aren't they? You know what I mean? Frank's really, there's obviously from his time at Brentford, the set-piece master. And nobody could see it. I was really surprised. It's great action, but it was so easy for him. So easy.
the way they go out and block it. He doesn't even try.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
He goes out and just turns.
Nobody's flinging out there to try.
It's
but you do all your tactics, all right, and you're looking at the opposition. You see how they set up for tactics. They say it's how they set up for corners, for and against, and you can do a load of work around what that looks like. But in the game, still stuff changes, doesn't it? You might go down to 10 men. Somebody might have a little injury, so you have to cover for it. You do that and you smell it and you have to go, right, make sure somebody's ringing the box, basically. You have to have somebody ringing the 18-yard box.
But the guys then all stood there and nobody released and went, put the body on the line for the team or the manager.
What a lovely finish, though, by the way. He's meant to stroke that like you wouldn't believe. He's taking all the pace off it, right, and he's just caressing it into the corner. It's honestly, contact, everything.
Have been brilliant, haven't they? They've been brilliant. They're proper Man U players, aren't they?
Yeah.
And how good is it to see Manu back in there?
Brilliant,
and playing
what a player.
Because you forget, he played in the Euros final for England.
Exactly,
and how
he was
good
incredible
he is.
as well. Yeah.
What's Amarin thinking he's having his sardines and he's watching Manu tearing it up? He must be like, oh my God.
Get rid of Sky Sports in Portugal. He's thinking, I don't want to be watching that.
No, I know.
He can't watch it, but actually, look, we all know he failed miserably, really. But he came in with a reputation. But when you see Carrick do what he's done with his team and bring Like, how can you not have a top player like Mainu in the team? How, you can't defend that ever, can he?
No.
You know what I mean? And
there's something gone on there. There's got to have been a massive fallout, because there's no way you can watch that player on Saturday do what he did and him not have been in the team, because he is. You can tell he's a player. He's brilliant. He is. He's an absolute player. So something's got to have gone wrong.
Seems a nice kid as well.
Yeah, I know.
Doesn't he?
I saw a little clip of him giving Bruno a bit as well, actually, to be fair. Telling Bruno that when they get the ball up there, keep hold of it. I think he did something, lost possession sloppily or something like that, and he was giving Bruno it. I thought,
what was Bruno's response to that? Was it?
Oh, he'd have probably flung his hand in the air. Who are you talking to?
Could United finish as high as second?
Mate, they're in a championship race, mate.
I was waiting. I was fishing for that. Mate, wait there. Say that again, Ben. Right down the lens of the camera.
I'll tell you what, mate. If Man United go and win... right, so what we got left? 13 games left, right? Yeah. If Man United win 8 or 9 games. Or 10 of them, right, they are in a fight. I promise you.
Wait there, what kind of fight?
No way.
What kind of fight?
Mate,
no way.
So we're talking about Arsenal possibly faltering and possibly dropping.
What are you on about the title?
Mate, how many points are they
behind?
behind?
What, you're saying if they win 8 or 9 games...
How many points are they behind?
Arsenal only going to win 5?
Mate, you never know, all right?
12 points.
You never know.
There's no way.
All right? Belief can get you there, OK? Belief can get you
Mate, right.
There's
been
Carrick bandwagon.
There's been some questionable takes on the football field in the last 2 weeks.
I obviously don't mean Man United. But I think they can, I think that they can definitely be a solid top 4. Genuinely solid top 4.
I mean, they could finish second this year. It's not beyond the realms, is what I'm saying.
It's very unlikely, but a solid top 4 from where they were is an unbelievable achievement.
Could we talk about the Rangers Celtic chat from last week?
Yeah,
because I was listening to TalkSport on Monday, and you were really good. Well done.
Thank you.
But you didn't have to do a U-turn, mate.
No.
You got the old Usher Raymond on the go.
No.
The 2 Scots around.
Right, come on, it's not hard to learn.
What I said was, right, I still think that you put the current Celtic and the current Rangers team into the Championship, they would struggle. They might not get relegated, but they're struggling, yeah? You said they're getting promoted. I disagree. I think
they'll be up there, definitely.
And there's a big difference between... like looking at Rangers and Celtic as a whole and going, they'd smash they'd be in the... Yes, I agree with that. They probably would be in a few years' time, right? But for now, the current quality and standard of the team would...
So you're on about transporting this current squad directly in?
Directly in.
Okay,
because I think it'd be a struggle.
Because if they had one pre-season where they've got championship money, they are getting promoted.
Probably. It's not that easy, mate. There's teams with much bigger budgets in the Championship than Celtic or Rangers.
I think they're both top 6, I think.
Yeah, but it's not a doddle. What I'm saying is not an absolute given right here and right now.
With the teams they've got now, they wouldn't.
Mate, look at the budgets of some of the teams. Look at the money that gets spent in the Championship, right? I guarantee you there's teams, the top half of the Championship are on higher wages than what these Scottish players
are. They will be.
Yeah,
that's right.
But so wages and budget normally dictate quality of team, right?
Yeah.
Yeah? So... why do you think then that this lower budget of players are going to be able to just come straight into the Championship?
Because what they'll do is they'll then budget for the fact that they're in the English pyramid and they've got the potential going to the Premier League. They're huge clubs. Celtic gets 60,000 every week.
If Celtic and Rangers go into that league, every player in the is going to.
I agree.
So if they had a pre-season, like Tom's saying, and they signed 3 or 4 minimum, they're going to be right up there.
I agree with
this.
My point is the current team.
They're not going to plonk them in the first day of the season, you know.
But this is what I'm just saying, though. My point was the current team would struggle. And I don't think anyone can fully disagree with that.
Let me ask you a different question.
I concur 100%.
Thanks, Watto. Thank you.
If Celtic and Rangers were in the Premier League with Premier League budgets,
they're a problem.
How many years before they're challenging for the title?
I still think it's a big ask to challenge for the title.
I don't see them challenging for the title.
That's a big ask.
How many years?
Europe.
How many years?
6.
Before they're challenging for Europe?
No, they'll be challenging for Europe.
With Premier League money?
Sorry, 3. They'll be challenging for Europe after 3 years.
I don't know.
I'm 10 years before they're anywhere near it.
Lads, I'm with Watto.
10 to 15 years they're challenging.
Listen, how many northeastern
Sunderland went
teams
up this year.
How many northern teams, can be that team? And it sounds bad, this, but geographically, it's hard to get players to go and play in Newcastle, Sunderland, all these northern teams, Middlesbrough. It's hard to get them to live there and stay there, right? Because they'll have a wife, a family, and everybody else that go, it's raining again. It's freezing cold. Right?
Glasgow.
Can we go down to London, please? Can I go and live in London?
I get that, and I hear that.
I want to go Arabs every day.
Think of Sunderland. Sunderland went up this year. I don't know where they sit in the league at the moment, but they've come up and they've gone bang. But they're being better equipped than they would. they'd be better equipped.
Yeah, they would, but I still think it's a massive ask to expect them to challenge for the league, for the winning of the Premier League.
Within 15 years,
they're challenging for Europe after 3 years,
10 or 15 years to get anywhere near it. Because if they can keep sustaining
they're just...
But it's the bottom line is what Fozzie says. You ultimately, when they're right up there, they are still not going to attract the top players to get over the line to win that league.
So here's the thing then. So what about the away teams going up there and playing against them in that cold?
Yeah, it'll be a problem.
So
but that's always been the way that Rangers at home and Celtic at home is where they will get most of their points. And if you put them into the Championship now, they'd have a much better home record than away record, I guarantee it. Because going to those stadiums, the atmosphere is like nothing you've ever experienced. I've played at Celtic away in a Champions League game, and honestly, I was scared. It was scary.
There you go.
You go out, and that atmosphere, the hissing, the whistling, it's brutal.
I don't know if they'll ever challenge for the title, but they'd be challenging for Europe after a few years.
Like 15 years in that league, they are...
Yeah, if they can keep turning the money over, they're going to be up there and be big. But they'll never, ever, and we'll never know, just be able to really get the big players.
Oh, we get it.
Well, you say that though, Watto, but you look back when there was, not parity, but back maybe in the 90s where the Scottish League was really thriving. Yeah. They had the big players.
They had the big boys then.
Yeah, they had no problem attracting the big players.
It is a completely different game nowadays. It is a completely different
But money was a bit more on level now, more on par.
It was closer, wasn't it?
It
was close.
Oh, there's such a disparity. It's ridiculous.
You go to any bloody holiday destination on planet
There's
Earth.
always Celtic
Rangers. There's a Rangers and a Celtic bar.
And mate, I'm getting dogs reviews from Celtic and Rangers, and I get that. But it's
because you hate them, Ben.
No, I don't actually. My point is though that they, at this moment in time, would struggle in the Championship.
Can I just touch on Gary Neville's commentary again yesterday? How I thought he was very biased in the fact that when they got that penalty, he was like buzzing because obviously Liverpool stayed below Man U, and also that means that City can then have a chance at getting Arsenal because it's
naughty, isn't it? It's naughty. Gone are the days. 10 years ago, 5 years ago, you had to be neutral. Yeah,
it's got to be more impartial than that.
Right, you have to be impartial. Yeah, you have to. And now, when it's a Man City game or an Arsenal, Liverpool, they get the players that have played for them teams in, but you can't help showing a bit of emotion. When something goes off, you know you're going to show...
I don't like it.
Your real emotion. And I agree, I don't like it.
I don't like it. I actually, my family around yesterday, Liverpool fans, and they were like, do you know what, I just don't like it when Neville's commentating on Liverpool because it just feels off. It just feels off. And it does, to be fair.
But if you go to the team, Man United... They're not going to win it. They're not going to get nowhere near it. But from where they've been, I think they'll be, and Carrick especially as he's in charge now, they'll be absolutely distraught if they don't get top four. That's how good they're playing at the minute.
They finished third. I think they definitely finished third.
Wouldn't surprise.
No.
Wouldn't surprise.
Villa, unfortunately.
Villa are going to struggle. Villa are you're starting to see them struggle a little bit because I think everything's just sort of catching up with them a little bit. Should we talk a little bit? You can go into it if you want. The Lucas Digne defender.
Oh, my
Honestly, I think now with one knee, I could defend that better.
Well, I could defend that better now with one hip.
Has he assumed that the sort of midfielder coming back in is going to track him and stay with him and run alongside him, or what?
He just thought that he's going down the outside, and that's what he's getting ready to defend. And as soon as he's gone inside, he's got
his body shape's gone. He can't move, and that's it. But he just slowly turns and walks and just watches him toe bung it into the corner.
I couldn't believe it. I could not believe when I saw it. Literally, Ryan, isn't it?
Yeah.
Ryan squared him up, and it looks like he's going to go down there. He's just gone literally a simple drop of shoulder. And as a defender, there you overcover on the inside. Anyway.
Show him outside. Give him everything you can to show him outside.
Yeah, even if he's so dominant right-footed and so much faster than you, you're letting him go down there because you're better off dealing with a cross than anything else.
Lesser of two evils.
Lesser of two evils, exactly. So he should be showing him inside. It should be inside there, body language in there. And if he knows that he's got someone in there covering him, then he can over-egg it a little bit more. But he can't. It's so bad.
It made me laugh when I actually saw it. I was driving back from Derby, Ipswich, because it was half 12 kickoff. So I'd got the football on, and they described what Digne had done in that goal. And I thought, surely not. And then when I saw it on Match of the Day that night, I was like, oh my God, it's worse than they even said on the
it can't get any worse. It can't get any worse.
Honestly, mate, when I saw it, I was like...
it can.
Oh, my God.
It can.
He was so bad. I mean, I don't know what Emery would have... you couldn't imagine...
Do you think he's pulling in there? Do you think he's having to have a little 1v1 with him or something? Or show it in a meeting or something?
Oh, mate, I don't know how he goes about his business, but, yeah, somebody's...
He's got to, hasn't he?
Good luck.
Say, Lucas, mate, come on.
How old is he? How old is Lucas Digne?
30?
I would say around about 30.
Oh, he's an experienced Premier League player. He'll have a couple hundred Premier League appearances under his belt.
Listen, he's far better than me, but I'd defend that situation.
32 years old.
But I think what's done him is players now, the modern player gets so much information on everybody they're facing. Young lad just coming into it, probably not quite so sure.
Don't understand him.
Don't understand him. Like normally you'd have a dossier that big on who you're facing as a winger or whatever.
You'd have watched him as well, wouldn't you? And you know, like...
Yeah. So I get the impression somebody said to him, listen, his left foot's absolutely rubbish, mate. He's all right-footed, so just keep him on his left, like, it's fine. Even if he comes inside, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
He's left-footed, his left foot's rubbish, and he's come inside and toe-bunged it with his right.
He looks a player, mate.
It was lovely.
Oh, they'll sell him for 100 million in about 3 months.
He come in, they give him a minimum fee release clause of about 100 million.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because they got done on Semenyo.
Yeah.
You see that Morgan Rogers goal, by the way? That's how you finish from an angle.
Near post.
That's how you finish from an angle like that. Just open up and boom.
You ain't
smash it. Give it everything you've got and just munt it high like that.
He's so good, by the way.
Really good, mate.
Where would you play Morgan Rogers for England? Because we've got a bit on here about the England wide attacking positions are potentially up for grabs. Madueke, Saka, Eze, Gordon. Form has been...
Yeah.
Even Foden went through it, was flying, and it's been a bit patchy since. Like, Watto, what's your kind of thinking around the wide positions? Assuming we're playing like Kane and two out wide.
I think you've got such talent. I think there's obviously going to be one or two, probably 3 or 4 actually, going to really miss out. Because I think we'll play 4-2-3-1. Obviously, Kane's going to be a man up top. I'm assuming Bellingham, if he travels, will be fighting for a 10. But I can't see how you can leave him out of the team. I know there's been a lot of stuff with it, but he is a proven talent. And then you've got, 4, 5, 6 guys, really, 3 on each side, who could play. Rodgers at the minute's in the form of his life. So if you want somebody going into a tournament with momentum, you want it, don't you? Obviously, Cole Palmer scores a hat-trick at the weekend, and we saw him in the Euros. He lit it up when he come on, didn't he? Yeah. Bruno Fernandes gave him a little roundup, didn't he, on Instagram, saying how he's done. I honestly don't know what he'll do. Because Saka, for me, because of his track record and he's had that tournament experience, probably starts.
He's quite
unless
loyal,
he's had a drop-off.
He's loyal with positions and players already being in there. I think he likes to make sure everybody knows that if you're guaranteed in that position, which I feel Saka might be, to be honest.
That's what I think.
I think he's probably already told him, listen, this is yours.
So where does Palmer play then?
So for me, I've got Saka, Madueke is the right side at the moment. Yeah. On the left side, honestly, in terms of form, maybe he's dipped off the last week or so, I would have Rashford, Barnes, and then you can always play Morgan Rogers out there.
Yeah.
Because then he can just come in and drift and be one of the 10s. Cole Palmer is if he's fit, he's a definite. He's just. If
Cole Palmer carries on this form between now and the end of the season, it's all to do with this last month of the season, I think. The last month of the season will dictate so many. Yeah. The little questions, right, will be answered in the last month of the season. But if Cole Palmer's on fire, he has to be right up there. But I agree with you. I think Rashford's probably in pole position at the moment.
Do you know what I think we're going to do? I think we're going to do the typical English thing of arguably the most precocious, ability players. Arguably, Foden and Palmer. I don't think either
won't be in there again. Won't be.
That's such a British thing to do, English thing to do.
Well, Foden probably doesn't deserve to at the moment, to be honest with you.
It was interesting to listen to Palmer's interview after the game, though, saying all season he's never been proper fit.
Yeah.
So I think there's subtle messages, and that's probably going to go into Tuchel's mind as well, because you can't not take him, but he's not. He could be phenomenal between now and the end of the season, but he's not going to get to where he probably needs to get to. But he's such an impactful player. You've got to think seriously. He's got to be on that plane.
Oh yeah, he'll be on the plane.
Even you look at penalties.
Oh my God. See how he takes a penalty. Sorry, quickly.
Sorry, mate.
All right, he'd piss me off.
You think
so
you'd save
much,
one?
Yeah. As a goalie, he'd piss me off so much, because he literally runs up, right, and he looks at me, and all he's doing is looking at me, and he watches that corner there, and he's watching and looking at me, and puts it there, and right. How? You haven't even looked at the ball, you twat. How? Not bad.
What do you reckon? You mentioned Harvey Barnes' toes.
He hasn't been capped, and I'm putting him in a team at the moment.
He's had one, hasn't he?
If he's on fire,
in a friend non-competitive.
If he's on fire between now and the end of the season, you have to say why not, though.
So what if he doesn't get picked for the March games for England? If he doesn't get called up, and he gets called up into the Scotland squad at the age he's at, with the talent that England have got, what would you do if you were him? What would you do if you were him?
What, so if I don't get called up and
if you don't get called up by England in the March internationals?
After being in the form of your probably careers to date, I think you have to go.
He's in a really tricky position because he almost needs to now go, I want to play for Scotland. So they pick
the thing
him.
is, mate, the talent that he's up against is phenomenal. And he's probably, like you said, in the form of his life. And if you can't get a sniff now, Scotland are going to the World Cup. It's a massive thing for him and his family to go and play in a World Cup. If he can't get anywhere near England now, go and play for them.
I agree.
Because the last internationals, Gordon was playing, wasn't he?
Yeah.
And he's been better than Gordon at Newcastle. Yeah. So, process of
it was really interesting because I rate Gordon, but I think it was last time we spoke about it, a couple of comments on YouTube and people were saying, we're Newcastle fans and Gordon really hasn't been all that.
No, he hasn't been.
It surprised me.
And his stats haven't been great either. Goals and assists just not quite there what they were.
The team are not quite there.
Yeah,
I mean, obviously,
quite
you're big Newcastle, but they give Eddie Howe a bit of stick at the end of the game, don't they?
Just,
I think it's been quite disrespectful to Brentford because I think they're top.
Brilliant.
And I said about Arsenal going there Thursday night, but if you're Newcastle, you'd expect to beat Brentford at home. And that's not been.
I think Eddie Howe's in a bit of trouble.
I think he's in trouble,
if he does not finish in the top 8, I think he's going to go.
Yeah, he wouldn't surprise at all.
Well, the question is, there's the feel's gone a little bit, hasn't it? Yeah. Like, it's a massive club,
atmosphere's flat as
well.
The
atmosphere's, and you don't get that at Newcastle. They normally get you over the line, a real tough place to go as an away team. Yeah. But I think, I don't know how long he's been there now, but they're kind of getting to the end of it, and I think it's really sad, especially with what he did for them last year. But you can't keep reliving on all that. They're still a massive club, pay massive wages, obviously probably got the wealthiest, if not very close to the wealthiest owners, and they're expecting more now. Well, and they're not going to get top 4.
It's progress they're after, isn't it? They can't do what they did last season, win a cup, finish where they finished in the league, and then take 3 backward steps, can they?
No, they can't. They've lost 3 in a row in the Premier League now. There's no manager in the Premier League that if they lose 3 in a row, there's going to be questions. There will. That's the world we live in now, isn't it? If you lose 3 in a row, the big questions getting asked, especially when you're in, 12th position in the league as well.
It's his recruitment. His recruitment was... and it comes down to him at the end of the day, because he's the one who surely signs it off. He's been there... I'm sure he's been there 3 years, probably this month or whatever. But his recruitment's been so bad. Like, they've blown that Isak money on Visa and Voltemada. For me...
Visa, Voltemada, Elanga and Ramsey.
The only good one is, like I said, on Match of the Day, is Martial.
Players that aren't even regularly starting as well. You know, Elanga and Ramsey, not regular start. Even Voltemada hasn't really been in the team lately either. A lot of money.
Does Bruno get into any other team? Bruno Guimaraes, does he start for every Premier League team?
No, he doesn't start for them, but he's a player that would play for any of them. He could play for any of them for sure because he's a dog. He probably hasn't got the legs to be at the top end. He hasn't got that real turn of pace. But other than that, he's got everything else.
He's got the theatrics as well, hasn't he? Oh my word, he's a showman.
Yeah. But what happens to Newcastle if they don't get Champions League next year, which they're not going to do, are they? Let's be honest. What happens to them? So the real talent that they've got, they want to be playing at the top end of the league, and they want to be playing in the Champions League and represent the countries at the big tournaments. So all them players who are doing good work for them, what happens to them? They're not going to want to stay there.
Yeah, but how many really are there? So you've got Guimaraes and Tonali?
Joelinton and them 3 are together.
Am I doing someone down?
Top players.
Lewis Hall.
Lewis Hall, very good left back.
Very good, yeah.
Livramento.
I like Livramento. I'd like Tino to get to the World Cup.
Yeah.
I would really love that for him. He's a great guy, and I think when he's been fit for Newcastle, he's taken them to another level.
Even he's got a few problems at right back. Do you know what I mean? If Reece James is fit, if Alexander Arnold's fit and good to go, and
well, look, we've got some talent to go to that World Cup this year, and the manager, it's a great position to be in, but he's got some tough decisions to make.
How hard is it to manage that group, though?
I think it's easier. I think it's easier to have 15 absolute ballers that could start than not
rather
having
than 30.
Yeah, 25 is a problem because you're going to get because when you're that close and you're that good and you're not playing, it pisses you off. Yeah. But you'll have 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 of them that will be pissed off, and that's not good to have around the camp.
That's what we said about Jude Bellingham, wasn't it, before?
If you know your role and you know that you're a guaranteed starter, or if you know you're a guaranteed non-starter, but you might be coming on here and there, that's just what you accept.
It's an embarrassment of riches, isn't it?
Yeah. And that's where in the past they've had a Jordan Henderson who probably manages that group.
Perfect. He's the guy that knows he's not going to start all the time, but he's happy with that. I'll just be the cheerleader. I'll help everybody else.
I'll manage the group of lads that aren't there. Yeah. Like even when the lads are going, oh, we haven't done enough. It's the day before a game. I want to do a bit of training. You probably stay out with them and make sure that everyone's positive.
Well, he may well get in the squad for that.
Yeah,
it could do. Yeah, but he's done well at Brentford as well, hasn't
he? He's played well. Yeah.
Monday night football, Fozzie. Do you want to talk about last week's predictions?
Yeah, Fozzie, as per usual, was absolutely bang on. To be honest with you.
So that was Sunderland versus Burnley.
Yeah, obviously it was a 3-0 win. I said 3-0. Tom tried to follow me because he knew that I was going to be right, and I bullied him off it. I manipulated him off it, and he went for a 4-0 instead. I stuck my 3-0, and boom, it was 3-0. Fair play, Sunderland.
At least we all went home win.
Yeah, we did all go a home win. I think that was the obvious part.
Did you get extra points for getting the correct?
Yeah, 3 points.
Jackpot repeat chance I get, yeah.
Yeah, 3
Remember
points.
you used to play fruit machine?
Yeah, jackpot repeat.
If you got jackpot and you had that repeat chance, it'd flip. No.
1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 1, 3.
Yeah, reset the JPM, JCM.
Does it? So there isn't a Monday night football this week because there's a midweek full fixture list.
There is, yes.
So we'll do a Premier League predictor, all the results.
We're going to do a show on Thursday as well, aren't we?
Yeah.
Thursday morning we're going to do a show as well.
So we'll do it on Instagram. We'll put it out on Instagram with graphics with it, and then we can revisit it.
So we did all of our full game week predictions last week, didn't we? We put them out on Friday, and Toes, you got 7 out of 10.
Yeah,
I believe it.
7 out of 10 you got, which was
7
phenomenal.
out of 10 is pretty good.
I'll
What
probably
did you get?
Pelters for doing draw for Arsenal again.
Yeah, probably, yeah. Mate, that was a banker as well. That was an absolute gimme.
Give Sunderland some credit, yeah. They had a couple of chances.
Yeah, they did, but still, either way, they absolutely got pumped 3-0, didn't they?
Hell,
but 7 out of 10's a good old return, mate. You were the winner this week, so well done, mate. I think I'm going to put an accumulator on from your bets next week as well.
Mate, I've started doing it at 5 every week now.
Any good?
It pays, well, obviously not, but it pays like $7,000. One of these weeks.
Oh gosh.
This episode is brought to you by Expedia. One of the best things about being on holiday is that feeling of total freedom. No alarms, no meetings, no to-do lists. Just waking up and doing whatever you want. You know I like to ride my bike, and one of the best places to do that abroad is Mallorca. But when I'm on a family holiday, we like to stay in the south of the island, Palma. And it's not fair on the family to be out riding my bike for hours on end. So what I like to do is rent a car, get up early doors, drive myself to the north part of the island where the hills are. Boom, job done. Expedia makes these spontaneous moments easier and more affordable with bundle and save. No matter when you book multiple items for your trip, flights, hotels, and car rentals, you can save. And if you're a member, you can book one part of your trip first, then add more right up until your last day of travel. It's never too late to save. Book now with Expedia.
Should we talk about the Wolves-Chelsea game?
Yeah. Oh, by the way, Wolves now are officially out of the title race. No matter how many points they get between now and the end of the season, Wolves cannot win the Premier League.
Well, apparently Man United are winning it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Statistically, Wolves, sorry, mate, they're done. They cannot win the Premier League anymore.
That's that early.
Yeah.
I can't believe it.
Well, you're a big Wolves fan, mate, and I thought they did well in the game. But if you take them 2 moments of absolute stupidity out of it, you've given them a game. I mean, how can you, João Pedro's going nowhere for the first one? I mean, it's just stupid.
He's literally running over there.
Yeah.
But the second penalty, honestly, I've never seen nothing like it. It's a proper 2. Here you go, mate. And
again, he's not running.
He's not going to score a goal. He's not going to create nothing. And he's gone down, João Pedro, and the guy, whoever his name is, he's like, I ain't shoved him. What?
Yeah, honestly, my lad went to the game. He went to the game and he came back. He's 16, so he's emotional about football. Referee was this, and I went, mate. I said, mate, have you seen that? I mean, the second one.
I've never seen that like
2 hands in the back, and he has just shoved him.
When you're a defender and you're in that situation, and he's doing it, you do give him a nudge.
Yeah.
You give him a little nudge.
Yeah.
It's probably like a fingertip one rather than a full
It's
palm.
touch. You're touching him.
You're giving them just that because you want to just try and knock them off balance.
Just to let them know you're there.
And it's enough for them not to fall over,
exactly,
just to knock them off balance before they hit the ball or whatever. But 2 hands is absolutely criminal. 2 proper shove hands.
I don't think João Pedro could believe it. He's thought, I'm going to have to go down here. He's just shoved me in the back.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to go down.
Oh, João don't need a second in.
What's just happened there? But if you're a Wolves fan, I mean, the game were gone, wasn't it? But it's just stupid.
How good is Mane? We're taking credit away from Chelsea here, by the way, but how good is Mane?
Is he going to leave in the summer if they get relegated? When they get relegated?
Yeah. And do you know what? Actually, Wolves have done really good business. So they've got rid of Strand-Larsen for 45 on.
He looked unreal, by the way, for Palace yesterday. He looked absolutely unreal.
You see, you take the weight of that gold shirt off, Tom, and you're like a new player.
He had another gold shirt on yesterday, didn't he?
Got rid of John Arias for like 25.
Hey, honestly, Strand-Larsen looked like a specimen yesterday. 6'3",
look quick,
rangy, quick, running with the ball. I'm like, oh my God, what a player this guy is. What a sign.
Still didn't score.
What a sign. Yeah, but Verbruggen was on flames as well, to be fair to him. But
I'm not sure with Mane. He looks really good, but it's early doors.
Will somebody take a chance? Yeah, but he's 17, 18. You've
got to take a chance.
Playing Premier Football for 6 weeks.
What do you think he's worth?
It's hard to say now, isn't it? Well, realistically now, in that modern day, he's probably worth 40 mil. But he isn't.
That would kind of be a bit of a low-risk cost, though, at the minute.
Probably would, yeah.
True? Yeah, that's the way
would you buy him at a less fee? So say like a 25 million, you go, right, stay on loan at Wolves for a year.
Yeah, that's a great show.
Go get promoted.
Yeah, but it's whether he wants to do that, though. Like, that sounds great, right? But sometimes if a player's getting bought by a top 6, top 18, they go, hang on a minute, no, I've had a taste of the Premier League. I ain't trying to play in the Championship, by the way. I want to go and do a bit. I want to step up a level with better players and show you what I can do in the Premier League as well. But, you know...
full season in the Championship, getting promoted.
Yeah, I agree. I think that adds a lot more roundness to your game.
So you can get him at a cheaper fee because you're giving him back on loan.
Yeah,
it was. I was giving one of my mates, a Cov fan, so I was giving him a bit of shit at the weekend, and he was like, hey, hang on a second, what about Wolves? And I didn't even realise. I was like, mate, I've made my peace with this situation a long time ago.
Everybody said all they need to say about
Wolves. You haven't.
Keep coming for Wolves. All right?
Coventry have not made peace with their situation. Talk about that very quickly.
I mean, it is apple crumble.
Mate.
Wow.
A few disappointing results at the weekend because I like Cov. I want to see Cov do all right and I want to see Cov in the Premier League. Wrexham losing as well. Baggies drew 0-0. It's actually probably a bit of a good result for them, to be fair, because Stoke are a better team than West Brom at the minute, so we'll take that. But, mate, I'm heartbroken for Baggies at the minute.
The Baggies are at Birmingham tomorrow night.
Yeah, I know.
That is a big game for the Baggies tomorrow.
You know what? I might even go to that tomorrow. I
bet you don't.
Try and inspire. Shall I try and inspire?
Who do you want to inspire? Birmingham or West Brom?
Stand there. What are you going to try to inspire? Like you're God.
He's going to get his white gloves.
Who do you think?
Hey, Rosenior, 4 wins in a row, though.
Oh, yeah.
Flying, mate. He is. He's flying. He's going to be judged on his results at the end of the day.
A couple of games that are definitely winnable coming up.
He's going to be judged on his results. It's as simple as that. You keep winning, there's nothing you can say
about it. Who finishes higher, Chelsea or United?
United. I'd like to see Rosenior's stats compared to Graham Potter's when Graham Potter first went in, because everyone was saying Potter ball, weren't they? Remember how good he started?
Yeah.
But it's always a thing at Chelsea. They've got phenomenal talent, haven't they? You would think somebody can always manage a group of players and that. But in the end, the group becomes too big and then it'll all crumble again.
Well, I like the old, have you seen Paul Merson? I like Steve-O. Have you seen that clip, Esteval?
Yeah. Oh, my God.
That was for the Arsenal game.
Staying on the relegation...
it's a fight now.
Staying on the relegation theme before... Honestly, it'll be an horrible little battle to be in at the minute. It really will be an horrible little battle. West Ham... Still favourites to get relegated, by the way. Still favourites. They're like odds on.
They're on. They've got form.
And even though they've turned it around, imagine they wouldn't have won the games they've won recently. They would have been done already. They're cut adrift with Burnley. They would be. But they're turning it around now. Forest are going to be looking over their shoulders, nervous as heck.
Is Nuno going to come back in a major way for Marinakis?
Probably.
You can see it, can't you?
I can see it. The way that it's going at the minute, Forest seem to be sort of a bit too hit and miss.
It's like the football gods, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Football gods. And
you can just see
I sniff it. I thought Forest were going to be well clear.
I did too.
And West Ham,
mate, they went down with a whimper against Leeds, though. Honestly,
Friday night, I went Leeds' own win, but I was surprised how comfortable it was for.
He's in trouble. I think he's in trouble with Daesh.
So 29 points, right? Leeds and Tottenham on 29 points, and you would expect Leeds to still be in a bit of a relegation fight, right? Why aren't we talking about Tottenham being in a relegation
Have you seen
fight?
their fixtures from now to the end
The
of the
next
season?
ones are brutal.
Who's? Tottenham's.
Brutal, mate. Honestly.
I'm telling you, they are tough.
Right in it, they are. They are right in it. Without their captain for the next 4 games as well.
Sure, they got. So if you look at it, Newcastle home, Arsenal home,
Fulham away.
Fulham away is always tough. Palace are a weird one. And then you've got Liverpool away.
When you're Spurs, you're looking at them fixtures and they are a massive problem. When you're in the relegation zone, every game you play against, every team you play against, you're looking at it thinking, well, they're actually decent at home and they've won their last game and he's on fire now, so we're just going to lose.
And they got no Romero for 4 games.
Do you think it is relegation battle from Spurs down?
I think they're like 10-1 or something. I think Spurs are like 10-1 to get relegated. So, like, you're probably not going to be in it, but I don't think that 10-1 is representative of actually how it is. I really don't. I think that can change week by week. If they lose their next couple of matches, they'll be down there at 4 5 to 1s or something.
If West Ham weren't on the form they're on, you'd kind of suggest, obviously, that they would be down. But with the gap as it is, with them playing how they are, you'd think it's definitely
it's not done. I mean,
on.
I would still suggest it's probably between West Ham and Forest. Leeds, obviously, that was a huge win on Friday night. But they're not clear enough to think it's done. And look, how we're doing this again, saying Tottenham, second season in a row, are in that position, it's criminal. And obviously, last year, Ange rescued it with winning the Cup, didn't he? But got them in the Champions League. I don't think there's any silver lining this year.
It's like you said about the recruitment at Newcastle. You look at Spurs and you'd have to question it. Because they've spent a lot of money, haven't they, Toes?
Yeah.
And second season in a row, that's not luck that they're down there. Second season in a row.
They've got no leaders, they've got no fighters, ones that can really step up. It's all right having some defenders who are that way inclined, but you've got to have it throughout the spine of the team. You need defenders, you need midfielders and forward players and wide players that are really ready to mix in and be strong and physical. They just haven't got any of them. They really haven't got any of them.
It's like Gallagher, I thought would be...
and he looked all right, to be fair.
Yeah.
Like in the game against United, he looked all right. He looked like one of the better players.
Enough of him around him.
Yeah, I agree, yeah. Burnley are completely done, by the way. Yeah. They were playing, when Scott Parker does his post-match interviews and stuff like that.
The Streets.
Yeah, they start to play the Streets music by it, like Dry Your Eyes, mate. And it fits perfectly. Every single match week, it fits perfectly for him just saying, we didn't defend properly today and we've got to look at us. And the music's played, it's so good.
That's Somerville, though. What a run he's on. Oh, my God.
He looks an absolute player. He's only 24.
Whoever put the ball in for the second goal, by the way.
What a cross.
What a ball. Absolutely, that is perfect. Running onto it, you ain't got to break stride. You just get your forehead on it and nut it down there. Yeah. Skids off the wet surface. Beautiful. Areola, benched.
Benched, yeah.
You kind of, you said something last week that you thought something like this would happen, didn't you?
Yeah, I thought they had to change, didn't they? Manson, we obviously done a podcast with him, didn't
Yeah,
we?
we did, yeah.
Nice guy, but he actually played well.
He looked solid, didn't he, mate? He looked really nice and calm and controlled, didn't he?
But he needed to, because when he got in at the start of the season, he looked all jittery, too much for him. But no, look, I really think West Ham have got the momentum. Forest will be very, very wary of what's in front of them.
Yeah.
Because I just think when you stir the football gods like we touched on, and Marinakis and Nuno, you just know there's a story there.
There is.
There's a story there. So, I think Dicey's going to have to do what Dicey normally does. But the longer it goes, while it's so tight, that Forest need to get 2 or 3 wins quick.
I think the points
will be... No, I think they've done it.
No, they're done.
Okay.
They're done. I've got to ask you the old union about the Burnt Leno own goal. Yeah. What do we make of this? And are we getting to a stage now where the penalty box is becoming too much like a scrum?
No, that's perfect. No? Yeah, if you stick it in there and you're not fouling anybody and you're just holding your ground and being solid, and it's fair play, isn't it? You've got to be stronger, you've got to take a better starting position, you've got to be really dynamic with your move and come through and get a touch on it. And if you don't, and teams are better at holding and blocking you off, then that's the way it goes, isn't it? Simple as that.
Yeah, look, Fulham's set up, as I used to do it, if there's one on the goalie's got to deal with it and then try and cover your other bases. For Leno, he accepted his fate before the ball was kicked. Yeah. He got tight with him, he's wrestling with him. He didn't try and shove to create space, and then the ball's in there and he's fighting and he's done it. It was really poor.
So with these recruitment departments now, based on this season, Watto, are these recruitment departments looking at the goalkeeping position now? And has the conversation changed a bit from they've got to be able to play out, to we need a big fucker,
a physical goalie
that can manage his penalty area?
I think they're saying now we need some physicality, because I think the one thing that's the toughest for a goalie is the quality of the balls you face from a set piece or an open play. We just talked about the cross for the West Ham goal. For a goalie to be able to deal with these actions and affect it is very, very tough. But if you've not got the physical profile, and Leno's still a big guy, but he hasn't got the mentality to deal with it and create some space for himself, you can't have a Lloris-type goalie in the Premier League anymore. The quality is far too... I know Raya is the one exception to that, and he's dominant on crosses and he wants to be aggressive.
But do you know why he's dominant though? It's because he's brave. Yeah. You've got to be brave to do this, right?
So he does things late and fast.
Exactly, but he knows where he's going. He's got a plan, right? If you let yourself get boxed in like Leno did for the goal, right? You're done. I promise you, you're done. They'll just walk the goal in, they'll ball in, they'll walk it in, they'll put it into a little area, and then everybody just get and walk it into the back of the net.
Every team will be doing the same.
Raya knows where he's going, and he might look like he's there, but he makes a last-minute movement, a last quick movement, brave movement as well. That if the ball goes over the back and top of him, he might be in trouble. But you have to make some sort of a decision. You do.
But like if that were the same ball and it's Raya, he's giving him a nudge as contact comes, and then he's going to get round the front of him and get a contact, whether it's right or left hand.
But there's not very often you talk about Leno, is there?
No, mate. He's such a solid goalie. I love.
It's the same with like a Henderson.
He'll watch this and he'll know that he's been done, and it's something he can improve on and know for the future. But I love Leno. I think he's such a solid goalie.
Without looking, where are Everton in the league?
They're doing all right. They're sneaky winners, is what they are. They'll be 8th.
I heard, I think 8th.
Yeah. They're sneaky winners, Everton are, you know. Well, they are so good. They don't really draw too many games. They just win. They'll go away and win and win and win. 8th.
Moyes' press conference were amazing, wasn't it? I don't even know how he's been able to say it without laughing. Yeah. He said, I can't come here and say we're fighting relegation. I'm like, what, mate? Just be positive about Everton and say, look, we're going to try and get in Europe. We're going to try and get in that top 10.
37 points after 25 games for an Everton-type team is an unreal
after last season. He's been the signing of the season.
Dewsbury
Kane and Dewsbury
Hall. On my bench at the weekend. Jamie's bench as well. 13 points
Kane and Dewsbury
13 points. I'm heartbroken.
He's been the signing of the season.
Really?
Heartbroken.
He's not been bad. Dominic Calvert-Lewin.
Yeah.
If you take him out of that Leeds team, Leeds would be in the bottom 3.
Granit Xhaka, Sunderland signing of the season. Yeah. A few up there to be fair. Yeah, Zubimendi. Zubi's got to be up there as well. I do.
And Buemo?
Gigi Donnarumma's got to be up there as well.
Absolute buttons for him.
Hey, if City win it, the whole goalkeeping ethos and philosophy has changed. You've just touched on it, recruitment. That now is, if City win, well, look, they're going to be close, and he might get them over the line, but if they win it, that's now every...
In the summer, everybody's goalkeeping priority changes and what they're looking for.
It goes for a goalkeeper.
It changes.
Who can make some saves?
I guarantee it. Proper old school goalies we're looking for.
What do you make of the Brighton fans booing at full time?
Mate, you know what? I feel for Brighton because they've had a few really unfortunate results where they've just lost by the odd goal, a lot of late goals, a lot of draws, and they're just not seeming to quite get over the line.
But booing? Is that the right thing to be doing?
That's right. I don't think it's right because if they sack him, Hurtzler, they're going to be... Somebody would snap him up like that.
They don't do sacking.
No, they don't. But he would get snapped up like that, right? And I feel for him a little bit because they're a very good team and they can beat anybody on their day. But they're just going through a really sticky patch at them.
I think they're just like kind of now in the sort of shadows of like a Bournemouth. Bournemouth have like overtaken them a little bit.
They're about.
I don't know where they are in the league.
Yeah, I think they're about the same.
Recruiting a player and selling them on, like Brighton have done that really well over the years, haven't they? But I'm just trying to think of the last one they did, apart from Caicedo.
Who, Brighton?
Yeah. Because like Bournemouth are doing it now, aren't they? They're producing real exciting players.
They're Brighton 14th, 31 points.
They're safe. They're safe.
They're safe. Yeah,
they're going to get 7 or 8 points minimum, aren't they? So
if you're a Brighton fan, you've got to be very careful with booing, aren't you?
What you wish for. Yeah.
Because like the team and the club have been run properly. You've got good players. You've got an excellent manager. And I know that we think that because the club's run properly, there's probably a conveyor belt and they already know who they'd probably try and target as the next manager. But like somebody of his ilk and really what they've done, they're just disappointed that they've got beat at home off Palace. And like you said, they've thrown points away. But like they're a very, very good football team, aren't they? And he's a good manager.
Derby as well. It's the M99 Derby, isn't it? So you know what I mean? It's like...
Are the 3 Bs in their own league? Brentford, Bournemouth, Brighton. Are they like their own little league? Like
they are
against each other.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Do you think like they're that's who they take? Against
same
each other?
ilk of team, aren't they? Very similar structures. Everything is done. Very
so like, if they're bottom of them 3, they're the ones that are like panicking. Like that, we should be doing as well as Brentford. We were better than them. We were better than Bournemouth.
Keith Andrews he asked Europe about Europe in his press conference. Yeah, I'm going to be going in the summer on my holiday. I'll get a load of this. You talk about FPL. I had DCL as my 3rd sub, and he got in.
How?
But I got lucky.
3 subs?
Yeah, I had no. The 2 before didn't, and then someone didn't play, and my 3rd sub got in.
Absolute disgrace.
Yeah.
It's your own fault for having
What's that league
striker on
like,
the bench anyway? A
How are you lot
striker
doing?
on the bench.
Who's the league? What is the league?
Scotty's smashing us all.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
He's not, is he?
Yeah.
I don't look at that league. He's not even nowhere near it in our league.
Scotty's smashing
I look at our league. What are you on about? I'm like top in our league.
That's Scotty smashing us all. That's the one I look at.
What?
Oh, you look at the one that you're top of.
I don't even look at that league.
What, you made a separate league without Scotty in it?
Yeah, what's that? Well, my team's my team. I've got points and that's it. I can't cheat or anything.
No, you made like a separate league.
Yeah, he's got 2 teams as well.
Scotty's not in it. Oh,
No, the Cycling GK Fantasy League, like it's always been.
No. CGK team. Scotty.
What's he on? 14.49.
Yeah.
Oh, he is, yeah. 14.49, and I'm on 14.02. You're on 14.03.
Yeah, Scotty's smashing
Oh,
us.
I need this though. You know what? I like being backed into the corner, yeah? I'm like a lion. I see it in front of me and it gives me something to chase. It's like me on the bike when I go up that hill and I see that little target and I go, boom, you're mine. Let me just put some more power in there, all right? I've got you. You're in there now, yeah?
Don't be
like Arsenal and blow it, Scotty, right?
Are we doing a quiz?
Do you want to bet? Do you want to bet I beat you? 20. Deal.
Shake on it with him. Shake on it.
Virtual shake. We'll do a virtual.
Shake on it, Scotty.
Well done. Well done.
Hello everyone, welcome to the quiz. You guys ready for today?
Always.
It's getting tight at the top. Tom, you're on 7. Toes, you're on 6. And Watto and Ben, you're both on 5. So it's very tight at the top.
Exactly.
Got my cards today as well, so make sure you're all on your best
Come
behaviour.
on, then.
Watching you, Ben. Question 1. Gary Cahill and Morgan Rogers played together at what club?
Bolton.
No.
Sunderland.
No. Gary Cahill and Morgan Rogers played together at what club? Not Chelsea. No.
No.
5, 4, 3.
Good
Leighton
question.
Orient.
No. All back in.
I can see him in the
New
kit.
York City.
Nope.
Gary Cahill and Morgan Rogers.
Yep.
Bristol City.
No. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The answer is Bournemouth in the 21-22 season.
Wow. I didn't know Caleb.
I went for the old...
Yeah.
I didn't know any of them.
Yeah.
Nah.
Good question, that. Well done.
Good start,
Went for the
Jimmy.
affiliate
Good
club route.
start, that, Jay.
Good
Thanks,
start,
guys.
Jay.
That was a good one.
We love your work.
Don't fuck it up.
Question 2. What former Leeds winger joined Barcelona in 2022?
Rafinha.
Well done, Tom. Ben.
Oh! Quick, man.
Career path question. Question 3. I have played for Barcelona C, Barcelona B, Barcelona, Manchester United, Standard Liège on loan, and Middlesbrough.
Liège, it is.
PK?
No.
Victor Valdez.
Victor Valdez is the correct answer. Well done, Tom.
So
Goalkeeper.
after Man
Middlesbrough,
United.
fine. Yeah.
Standard.
Middlesbrough, yeah, good.
Middlesbrough.
And who was before Middlesbrough?
Who was before Middlesbrough? Standard
Standard.
Liège.
It's Liège, isn't it?
Liège.
Did I say Liège or Liège?
It said Liège.
Apologies.
Anyway, we got there.
Question 4. In 2011, what French player did Aston Villa sign from Wigan for around 9.5 million?
Zogbia.
And Zogby is the correct answer.
Very good, yeah.
Charles
done.
Insomnia.
Insomnia, yeah.
Charles and Zogby.
Who said that?
Were you with them at
Man
Blues?
O'Neill.
Were you with them at Blues?
No.
Joking here.
Joking here.
Very good
He
football.
could have been really good in Zogby, couldn't he?
Oh, yeah, he could, yeah.
Yeah, I was with him at Newcastle. Wow, what a player.
Really?
Talent, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Scores on the doors. 1, 2, 0. Question 5. Which team took Portsmouth's Europa League place when they lost the FA Cup final to Chelsea in 2010?
West Ham.
No.
Can you repeat the question?
Which team took Portsmouth Europa League place when they lost the FA Cup final to Chelsea in 2010?
Middlesbrough.
No.
When they lost the Europa League final.
They lost the FA Cup final.
Ah.
Could be bloody anyone. Tottenham.
No.
Was it Everton?
No. All back in.
Fulham.
No and no.
I'm way off it today.
Everton.
No.
I've said that, mate.
Just Watto. Just
Watto.
Watto remaining.
I'm
Take
gonna-
your pick. Take your pick.
I'm going to go for Wigan.
No. So the answer is Liverpool. So this was quite a hard one. So normally Chelsea would get the qualification because they won the FA Cup. So it would all, but they didn't get it because Chelsea got Champions League.
Yeah.
So it got past to Portsmouth. Portsmouth got denied entry due to financial reasons. Then it got past Liverpool, who finished in 7th.
Well explained.
There we go.
Yeah, we weren't thinking the big dogs, were we?
Tough one, that.
Tough one, but you've got to have tough ones sometimes.
True that.
If you got that at home, that would have been good. Question 6. Who was the first Nigerian to win the Premier League?
Yakubu.
No. That was last week.
Kanu.
Yes, correct.
That was
Well
last
done,
week as well.
It wasn't?
I said Kanu and he said Yakubu last week.
Good. Good.
Yep, nice.
Well done.
The other two
Invincibles.
were John Obi Mikel and Victor Moses. I think
Yeah,
there was one more as
Arsenal
well.
Invincibles.
No, that's not when he won it.
Yes,
It
he
was.
was.
It was Arsenal.
Was it?
Yes, he was.
Arsenal.
Thank you very much.
Invincible.
Yes, he
it
was.
wasn't there in the Invincible.
Yes, he was.
No, it wasn't.
100 quid now. 100 quid now.
No, we just do 20. It's down to 20.
20. Way!
You did what Allison should have done. Pulled out right at the end.
Okay, scores on the doors.
Don't, because I can nearly see them.
Okay, question 7.
without glasses?
No scores on the doors.
What are the scores and doors?
2-1.
1, 2, 0, 1.
You're on 2, aren't you?
Yeah. Ben's in lead. Question 7. Who was Leeds' #1 goalie when they got relegated from 2003-04 season? Paul Robinson's the correct answer.
Big answer, that. Big point. Robbo!
Another goalie question. Another former teammate question.
Yeah, embarrassing.
Where did you get moved to after that?
Tottenham.
Bravo.
Yeah, he left after that season, didn't he? Yeah. Question 8. Who was the first club Mikel Arteta went on loan to?
Rangers.
No.
Everton.
No. Who was the first club?
Is that
Mikel
like? Is there any
Arteta
more
went
details
on
in the
loan to?
question?
No, there isn't.
That was
That's
it.
We only got that. You get that.
Yeah, you bang on.
Middlesbrough.
No.
How long do I get?
5, 4.
Barcelona.
No. All back in.
Real Madrid.
No.
On loan.
I've got an answer, but I don't know if I just.
He was the first.
Sociedad.
No, not Sociedad.
Sorry.
Is it a Spanish
Valencia.
team?
Very start.
Can't say anything because it's
Valencia,
giving you
I've
an
got.
advantage.
Is that Barcelona,
No, not
is it?
Valencia.
Sociedad, isn't it? Don't know.
I'm going to go for Villarreal.
No. The answer is PSG. 2001-02
PSG,
season.
that's
yeah.
some career, is that?
Yeah.
Not a bad loan, that.
Yeah.
Wow.
There we go.
Yeah.
Question 9.
Oh, wow.
What current Premier League manager signed to Newcastle from Chelsea in 2005?
Say that again.
What current Premier League manager signed to Newcastle from Chelsea in 2005?
Rossini.
No.
Why can't I think of any manager?
5, 4, 3, 2.
Michael Carrick.
Nope. All out. All back in. What current Premier League manager signed to Newcastle from Chelsea in 2005?
Wow, I've gone blank.
Scott Parker.
Scott Parker. Well done.
What a
Very
Nice
good.
one, Watto.
Take me time there.
I was
but-
at the bottom of the league, at the top.
Oh, man.
Oh, I should have got that.
And was
amount
that your
of
first
people
answer?
that say-
First one?
The amount of people
Possible,
that
isn't
say, like, weekly, you guys are, like, dumb as fuck. And you're like, it's not that easy when,
Never that
when the
easy.
pressure's on.
Yeah.
It isn't, because when you're watching it, you
Yeah.
see the answer, you see the question,
Yeah.
it makes it easy.
Yeah, of course
And
it
also,
does,
if we
yeah.
jump in with an answer, that's it done.
Yeah.
They text me
Yeah.
absolutely slaughtering me this week. I mean, I did say DCL, Salaki was at Juventus.
Yeah, but they ain't got him next year going 5, 4,
Exactly.
3, and as soon as he says that, you can't think of anything anyway.
And it's
'cause
warming in.
monotonous
and
tone.
then sleep well, you know.
This could be an hour long if I don't count down. Right.
He's won now, he's relaxed, look at him, he's so happy.
Question 10. In the 2005-06 Premier League season, Pipex were the front shirt sponsor for what club?
Fulham.
Fulham is the correct answer. Well
Got to
done,
be
Tom.
Pipex, surely.
Pipex? Pipex?
No, it
Could
might
be
be
either.
Pipex. If it's betting, sorry, Pips.
Or if it's...
Yeah?
Boo.
Pipex. I'm going to go Pipex.
Pipex.
I don't know what it is.
Get in the comments.
Well, of course,
You know, in trading,
Yeah.
Pips are the little like things, markers.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
Is that why they used to... Is that why I used to put money in the fruit machine? We used to call them pips. Put another pip in the fruit machine.
I don't know why you did
Definitely
that.
not. That was miles off it. Never been a thing.
There we go. That is the quiz. Ben, you're the winner. Well done.
Thank you.
Well done, Benjamin.
Well done, fellas.
Takes you up to 6. Yeah.
Big comeback from
Yeah.
you, this.
Touching distance now.
Yeah.
Like Manchester United.
Yes. That's
Champions League, isn't it?
Yep. Right.
well done, lads. Brilliant. Say goodbye.
See you later.
Cheers,
ya.
lads. Thank you.